Ladies and gentlemen, code enthusiasts and keyboard warriors, welcome to Whose Test Is It Anyway, a game show where our contestants race against the clock to write code and earn points. I am your host, Ben, and today's contestants are Billy, Mark, and Tom. The rules are as follows. You can only commit code with passing tests. If the tests fail, your code is wiped. You can only commit 100% tested code. If you try to commit code with less than 100% coverage, your code will be wiped. The only command that you may run is TCR, and that looks like this, which will have a countdown, and then it will do something in the background, and it will just tell you whether you passed or failed. TCR is run automatically every 5 minutes. I will give you a warning when it's like 30 seconds away, but that runs automatically in the background. It does not reset when you run TCR, so keep that in mind. I will give you the instructions on what you need to code. You get a point every time TCR passes and lose a point every time TCR fails. You gain bonus points every time you implement a new feature. How are we feeling about this?
Sounds fun.
Can we just double check that everyone can actually write in the terminal and run TCR?
Oh, I can't.
Make terminal read write for everyone. Now try.
Wee.
Sorry, I'm almost there. I'm just going through like the 20 layers of MFA.
Just do what you do what I do and set all of your passwords to password123. It makes life really easy.
Okay, I'm in. Am I in the right terminal here?
There is only one. Type TCR. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to give you your first requirement. Welcome to Evil Corp. We deliver premium quality evil tech for all dictators and villains alike. You are the new developers for our censoring unit. Our latest project is a test project of one of our previous products, but this time it will be delivered in increments. We do this to practice the agile methodology so that we can deliver evil early and adapt so we can deliver the most valuable evil. For the first delivery, we should be able to censor a word in a text. So if I give you two strings, like if my input is you are a nice person, and my censor string is nice, then I expect my output to be you are a XXX person.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. What have you got against the French? Right.
All right, and your TCR timer starts now. Your time to revert is 300 seconds.
Who's driving?
Oh yeah, you guys can decide how you wanna attack this. That's up to you.
So we're not playing against each other. We're just getting points for ourselves as a group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you do it then.
And the challenge is to get the most points.
Billy, do it. I'm going to pop out for a cup of tea.
Okay. So I'm
We have
driving.
already lost our first contestant.
Yep.
What am I typing?
I suppose. Oh, are we last?
I think just take the output hard code. Like go. Oh, where's the requirement gone?
I put it in the README.
It's in the README, yeah.
Okay, so just assert that just ignore everything apart from the output. Just
Right.
test the output and return the output.
Yeah.
And then sure you use copy and paste to make the test pass.
Right. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost. So I've copied and pasted.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Assert when you call hello. Oh, hang on. Do we have to keep that original test passing?
You can get rid of those tests. They're just example ones.
So assert.
I will warn you though, if you remove the test and you don't remove the code, coverage will fail. And that will also wipe your test. So maybe you might want to just keep that default one there for the time being.
How long have we got left?
You have 180 seconds before your code is reverted.
That's
No one's navigating me.
No, sorry. Yeah, I was navigating you silently. Did you not read my mind?
The pressure is on.
Yeah.
For speed, Billy, get rid of the 3 lines above and just implement sensor in this file.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool.
I hope the test coverage covers this file. The code coverage.
We're about to find out.
But if it doesn't, it's rubbish.
Import.
Don't worry about the
No. Input sensor word. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Just hard code.
You
Come on.
have 120 seconds.
Right. Is that okay?
TCR. I
Yeah.
think. Why is that? Presumably that's just because it's not.
Because I used the word input
It's because-
as the key.
Ah.
What? How did
Do you
that
not know
fail?
why it failed?
You don't. It doesn't tell you why it failed.
What?
Should we guess that it was
It
test
just tells
coverage?
you.
I forgot to save the file.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Copy it, paste it, save it. It's still there. Still in,
Yeah.
Hey!
Excellent.
but if you've got time, I would say that you could either remove the hello or move the sensor into the sensor to the right file.
Let's do each of them, shall we?
Okay, where am I moving this?
Into
So I'm
main?
moving the sensor first. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, and
Right,
that's
I'm
share
sorry,
that?
guys. I'm getting an error over here. Failed to save test main pi. The content of the file is newer. Please compare your version with or overwrite the content of the file
Overwrite.
with your changes. So just overwrite.
Yeah, it's
Just
probably.
overwrite. Okay, there you go.
show TCR again.
Yeah.
Hang on, have you done the import?
Yeah, it's already
sorry.
imported.
Cool. Now get rid of hello.
Now
Yeah.
get rid of hello.
Yeah.
Greetings are useless noise, prime for optimization.
Done.
Right. TCR.
Save.
Save first. 15 seconds until revert.
TCR commits every time, right?
Yeah.
This is a TC.
Okay.
How many successful TCRs have you had there? 2?
3, I think.
3.
Your score is 3.
Wait, hang on.
Hang on. But also we've completed the requirements, haven't we? Like your requirements were given this,
Yeah.
then that's the output.
Yeah. Okay.
Done. Yeah.
Fine. 5 bonus points.
Hang on. So every time I run TCR,
But
I get
now
a
I
point.
want. But
Yeah.
now I want. Yeah, only if you get new changes, right? I am the ultimate arbiter of whether you get points or not.
Benny, can you just run it 3 more times, please?
I will deduct a point if there are no changes.
Hang on. While TCR, and then just leave it.
Yeah, I don't need to keep track of the
I've already
points.
thought of this. Don't try and. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, you can have 5 points for that. But like, what if I want to censor a different word?
Okay.
What do we do? Do you want to rotate, or should we just make Billy do everything?
Either I'm happy. Someone volunteer if you want to do it.
You keep writing through it, Billy. So
Okay.
I'm assuming now we need to, yeah. Should we take the same sentence and just change nice for person?
Do you want to put another test in first?
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. Sorry, as another test, kind of.
Ooh, how many X's would we expect this to have?
I would expect you to replace every. Well,
We haven't been told.
no, that's
It will
true.
be 1
Yes.
X for each letter.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, that's fine.
Then that's wrong.
Oh, X,
But-
another 2 X's.
Hang on. We can do small steps though, right?
True.
Like we don't have to complete the whole thing. So if we do that and we just substitute the
Substitute with 4 X's and then make the next. Yeah.
Okay. what am I doing in here? Am I going to do a replace, or am I going to do a if?
Just do a hard replace. That's up to you. You choose, Mark.
Yeah. If for now,
2.5 minutes until restart.
plenty of time.
Plenty of time. So input is a built-in in Python, just by the way,
I know.
in case
I've
you
been
get
ignoring
some
it.
weird behavior there.
All right.
You need to change. Yeah. Cool.
PCR?
Saved.
Yeah.
Save.
Safe. Too late.
Oh no, you forgot to save the file and you've lost a point for that. Silly mistakes cost points.
Billy, turn autosave on.
I do have
That would be
autosave, but it doesn't work with live share, so that's an unfortunate reality of the technology that we are using today. But it adds the lol factor.
Replicate?
Yeah. Actually, given this is TCR, we could just start writing the code that we had as well, couldn't we? We know what the test is going to be.
Because it tests coverage.
Yeah, but we're not going to save it or run it. We've got like a minute left.
Okay. So if I could run TCR now, and then we
60
have
seconds
the test
left.
name. Oh, fuck's sake.
How long? 60?
55 seconds left.
Cool, yeah.
Don't forget to save the file.
What if and person?
How does the pressure feel? 30 seconds left.
Cool. Yeah, nice.
Good job. You've gained a point.
Okay. What now?
Wait 30 seconds.
Change it to a roof.
15
We could check.
seconds.
What we could do really quickly in the next 30 seconds is make it the same number of X's as letters. No? Okay, sorry.
Do the replace first. It's quicker.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to change the replace here, right?
Turn that into a
Change.
replace. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on a minute. No, because I think there's some tests missing, right? Like we probably want some tests.
Your timer is being reverted. You now got 300 seconds again.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think before we do, in order to do, well, we could choose. No, I think before we do the replace, let's force the replace, right? So in order to force the replace, let's create another test that uses a different sentence.
Yeah.
Finish the thought.
Because my issue is that test isn't complete for the requirements.
I don't think. Well,
given it's hard coded, could we just leave it like that for now and go and do other?
Come on. The expectation is that I can put in any string and any input, any sensor, right?
Yeah.
That's 15 bonus points in that for you if you implement that.
Is he encouraging us to cut corners?
I don't agree. I don't think it is necessarily cutting a corner.
Okay.
Because the number of X's only came as us digging into the question, right? Like it wasn't a requirement that was fed to us yet. So as far as I'm concerned, we've censored it. It may be the censor.
Fair enough.
So I'm changing this input text into just straight up replace.
No.
I don't want another test.
Need a test.
But we've got two tests, right? This is a refactor.
No. This isn't. This is not enough to. There'd be a missing test if you do that.
What would be the other test that we add in? We've already got two with two different words.
Mark is a nice person. Nothing has forced us to use input yet.
Mark is a nice person. Or you can leave it as Mark R, like the concept of Mark.
Marks. It's just trying to make me make changes so I to fuck up the TCR bit later on.
Yeah.
Phrase.
We should make this adversarial. Contestants versus the host.
Maybe we should do evil TDD at some point.
This is evil core,
okay.
don't forget.
It's only the top do, right? It's only the one that's its sensor. It's only the one where sensor is person that you need to change.
140 seconds until revert.
So 1, 2, go. PCR?
Have you saved it?
I've saved it, yeah.
Files are saved.
Yes.
Well done, you gained another point.
You know, we could just delete this bottom thing and it'll still work.
Yeah, do it.
Will it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the if statement. Yeah. And gained another point. What a refactor. Beautiful.
Surely 5 points. We've met a need.
Now
well, it's still not giving me the number of characters that I want.
Okay. So should we go and edit the test on line 8?
Yep. Okay.
You're going to need to do both the tests, right?
Person has 6. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
66 seconds until revert.
That's fine.
Can we just repeat the length of...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that weird Python stuff.
Oh, I've never seen that. That's cool.
I don't necessarily feel I don't think I ethically agree with overloading operators as much as Python does. TCR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a string, isn't it? Yeah.
Probably.
Save.
Find out.
Hey, you can get that saved just in time, Tom.
I think we all saved this.
One more point. And actually, I think you get your bonus 15 because this would work for any length word and any input text. Congratulations, you're on 26 points. Okay, the next requirement at Evil Corp is the delivery proved to be solid, and now we need to support the ability to blacklist several words. So if I give you multiple words as the censor, for example, in a list, I want all of those words censored, and I want the number of X's to be the correct length as well. So for example, I will give you an example in the README. Such a nice day with a bright sun makes me happy. If I censor the words sun and happy, then I want such a nice day with a bright XXX makes me...
Okay.
Can I just ask, do we get any bonus points for like exploring all the edge cases and working on tests out? Like,
no, you only get the points for delivering the feature that I want.
Okay, but if we were doing this in a real code situation, then we would be considering error cases. We would be, handling the nuns.
I mean, you wouldn't be doing TCR in a real coding situation.
Yes.
This is a game show, Tom.
Why not?
No one wants to watch developers actually develop. That's not entertaining.
No, but why would you not want to be doing TCR in a real life coding situation?
I'm going to deduct points for philosophical conversations, Tom.
I do quite frequently use like a whip limiting tool, like as a.
Hang on.
I have it sitting in my bar.
I also I think we should change driver probably. Let's do that.
Oh, hang on. I think
we also stop jumping ahead. because what we've done here is we've added a new test. We've started working on a new test, but actually what we need to do is change the type of the sensor. So I'd say that before we start working on the new test, it's probably worth turning those into arrays of 1, unless we're going to overload the type.
I was going to make we could make just a new method. Do you want to drive, Mark?
Yeah, drive. So what, make a new method or?
Go with the new method because I'm intrigued.
Call it sensor multi.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Okay, so we are giving an array. Give it that. What was it? Sun and happy. Excellent. Yeah, happy with that?
You get rid of
sun with that.
I get rid of that stuff.
Don't forget to save it.
Saved.
Hang on, we also need to create the method.
Yeah. I wasn't going to run this right.
And rename the test.
Good spot, Tom. That would have definitely messed up your coverage.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't take eagle eyes. It just needs like addressing the red on the screen that's glaring at me.
I should turn off the linting. Make this hardcore. No syntax highlighting. No linting. That should be like a challenge round.
Well, like double points round.
Double points. No descriptive test names.
So inputs.
So what's the strategy over here?
And stores. For now, I was just going to return
48 seconds until
okay. Yeah, I'm just going to return the hard-coded string.
I should have told you that. Damn.
Then you'll remember the TPP. The transform priority premise.
Okay. Done. Is everyone else happy?
Really?
Everyone else think I should run TCR at this point?
20 seconds.
Yeah. Oh. As long as you've saved.
It's saved.
I saved. Cool. Okay.
1 more point. You guys are doing great. Should make this more difficult. So will that work with other test cases? Like
no.
I'm kind of a bit miffed by the other method thing.
Okay.
It's interesting. Carry on.
Would you like to carry on that train of thought, Tom?
I can do. It's partly because Billy just mentioned the transform priority premise. Because of, if we're thinking about the transform priority premise and you're kind of pushing out that algorithm, then what we've done here is we've effectively started a new function, right? And we've gone for the lowest level thing on that transform priority premise, which is return constant, second to the lowest, I think. And now you're going to need to add or you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to migrate the tests to this one to ensure that this is covering the functionality of the sensor before you get to do the nice transform, which is turning it into a loop.
Yeah. We could just so the only metrics are co-coverage, but we could actually just change this so it just calls the sensor method with hard-coded strings.
That was kind of.
I'm quite happy to go. I'm happy with it as it is now, but I feel like what I'd want to do to drive it out is I want to migrate the tests from the sensor to the sensor multi, or at least create copies of them that are like single word lists or something like that. but I'm also intrigued to see what others would do. So I'd like to watch for a little while.
I mean, in all honesty, I was wondering. I know some languages you have like this, like the dot dot dot, right?
Yeah.
Kind of goes. It's one or like loads of, and then you can do magic looping through that.
Yeah,
but I don't know if Python has that option. Like that was one way I was thinking about it. We could do that because then that means that our existing tests would still pass.
Yeah, you can just put a star in front of it for that, Mark.
Okay. So like,
and the type, the type becomes an array inside. No ampersand.
Splat
that was a
operator.
typo.
Our list of words, right? So
then I would need to do something like that to make that work.
And not just there. Go further to the left.
Oh yeah, sorry, on that one, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if I save that and run that?
Yeah. But does that mean we're backing out of the multi?
Seems fine to me. We can
I mean, it feels like it's one feature that's just being extended rather than a whole new thing. Let's do that. Hang on. That was an accident. Please don't deduct
It's
points.
okay.
He's trying to launch the secret T command.
That would be pretty cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
well done. One more TCR. Congratulations.
So then if we change this to just sensor. Yeah. Oh. Then we could do if count of sensor is greater than 1. Then return the hard-coded string for now.
Is it needed? You can do. Let's do it, I guess, because it's. I don't know. I'm wondering.
You have to delete the square boys.
No, because I was going to do like if sense.
You have 60 seconds until reverse.
Sensor will still be 1 because you are passing it as a veridic argument there.
Okay.
So you'll just have a thing in your first veridic argument.
Okay.
Is veridic the right word? Makes me.
I think that's the right word. That's the word I was trying to find when I just did the dot thing. What's the quickest way to get this to pass? Because we got
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You need to go back to the test and delete the square boys.
Yeah, just.
Or you could just let it.
It's gonna fail.
Delete this.
15 seconds.
What was that, Tom? Sorry.
I was going to say if len is equal to 2, then
8 seconds.
Okay, I don't think
it won't be equal to 2 because it's got square boys on
3,
it.
2,
it's gonna go wrong. Oh, what happened there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Because we haven't changed the test yet. Is that what's? Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, so the test still has square brackets in it, which means that that'll be a single item in the list. So
yeah, but the test is still calling multi, right? So it hasn't actually isn't that test yet.
Oh right, yeah.
We got loads of time, so you can take it easy, Mike.
Okay, cool, fine.
Oh, by the way, you did lose a point for that because it wiped code.
Did it?
Did it? Yeah, it did wipe that code up there, didn't it?
Your if statement that you were writing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Cool.
Should delete it.
So line 6 in the test.
This one.
Yeah. So get rid of the multi, and like Billy said, get rid of the squares. You're also going to need to go and delete that function in the other file.
Yeah.
Let's
do that now because we'll forget.
I think we're not
okay.
Good, and then do the if statement there.
If
it's len sensor, it's not sensor.
Yeah.
Quick temperature check. How are we feeling? Enjoying ourselves?
Yeah.
You didn't sound too convinced then. Fuck.
I mean, it's made being the driver a little bit more stressful than usual. Yeah.
Why is Len unhappy?
Is it?
Passing failed, expecting semi. What the hell
It's
is that?
because you need to save it, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like the linter runs when you save it.
Have you saved it on both files?
Yeah, I have, but I'm getting missing function or method body doc string.
Oh, so yeah, ignore sorcery.
Okay,
I haven't
cool.
figured out how to disable that.
Okay, cool, fine. Does that look all right to everybody?
Actually, I might tell you what. I'll try to disable it in the extensions now.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed in this is I would almost certainly go further than this if I was writing code.
Yeah.
I'd need to reload it to be able to disable it. So just
okay, cool.
Just ignore it.
Can I suggest that we do a cheeky little refactor now?
Can we? 140 seconds.
Yeah. So just above the first line in that function.
If len.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just come. No. Yeah. So above that, put a new line in above that.
Yep.
And just do word equals sensor 0. Word, but never mind.
Word. Sorry. I've had 2 weeks off typing.
So this is all safe, right? This should pass.
Yes.
And now replace
and then
that.
change that to word, yeah.
And that one. And the one.
And that one there.
Unless you want to run it twice, once for each, so you get extra points.
Oh yeah, I like the extra points. Play the game. Well done, Tom.
Metagaming.
What? There you go.
You think you're cheesing the system there, but actually that's best practice with TCR.
I think that with TCR, it's about learning what's small enough.
Did you just run it? Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, I did. So point, please.
One more point.
I'm gonna run.
I think,
and an extra one because I didn't type out yet.
Bold of you to assume that it was gonna pass.
Now the for loop is easier, right?
Yeah. I mean, we could put the x as a constant just to, gain some points.
I tell you what, we just need a whatchamacallit now, right? Like a loop.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit more tricky than that because you can't put the loop around the return, right?
No. So you need to hold a string.
You need to hold a string. So I'd make the loop back before putting the loop in.
What was that? Sorry, you broke off, Tom.
25 seconds until auto.
I'd have a result string, set it to input text and modify it and return it before we start messing with loops.
10 seconds until auto revert.
No.
Put input string, it will pass. It doesn't. Yeah, run it. Get a point.
Oops. Too slow.
I would say that the timer running the reset running every X period of time doesn't encourage you to make doesn't encourage you to move in small steps. It just encourages you to move quicker because there's no relationship to when it resets and how big the delta was.
Yeah. Result equals it.
Yeah, that was what I was like. That should have passed. That shouldn't have failed.
It's because it does. So it runs git revert in the background. Sorry, not actually TCR.
Okay. Well, that sucks.
Okay.
Great feedback. I can improve that for the next show.
Yeah. So your suggestion was that basically, yeah.
For step 1, yeah. Yeah. So run that now.
Save it.
Point. Save it. Run it.
I shouldn't be giving you hints. I'm the host.
Maybe you're the nice. Okay. You need to be more evil. That's what you need to practice for next time.
Now extract that out. So it's result equals that, and then return result at the end. And then I'll shut up.
That.
Yeah.
Run the tests.
Excellent.
Cool. I miss refactoring tools.
I do doing this. It's one of the things. Yeah, but I like JetBrains. Although I don't think you get
It'd be too easy.
refactoring tools as the
too easy.
We'd get lots of points, wouldn't we? Okay, so loop it. Yeah. What we got?
For censor word in censor or something.
Yeah.
For word, you want word.
It's word, yeah, because you already got it.
Yeah.
Word in censor.
Dot split.
Dot split.
No.
Is it not? Is it dot word?
It's already a list.
It's just that, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is.
Yeah?
Is it? Because you're splatting it, aren't you?
Yeah, no, that is right. That is.
You've got the length works.
Yeah.
If you try that, run that as a test.
That's right. If you run that, it's fine.
Because that should still pass for the one-word tests. If it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And now we can just get rid of the if.
Did you save it?
Yeah, hang on, I'll save it again. Do I get extra points for running it twice?
Just because if you don't save it and you haven't made any changes from TCR's point of view, then anyway.
I saved it. So
one more.
Okay, so
Doing
now I remove
31 points so far.
So now I remove these bits, yeah?
Yeah.
Say.
Be a great opportunity for a reduce.
Cool.
Great opportunity for what, Billy?
A reduce or a fold.
It's not allowed in Python, is it? What's his name doesn't appreciate it.
Yeah. So if we complete that feature as well, I mean, we've got one test.
Can you prove it with another test?
Yeah.
And you get 20 points.
Big points.
So I think in this case, I would almost certainly have just edited the test to drive it and have the test failing again to drive out more functionality. I don't necessarily see the value in having loads of tests, so long as they test all the functionality.
I'd probably parameterize it.
I hate parameterization, though. It's mildly inconvenient to me in 6 months' time when I can't remember what the fuck anything is.
It's about describing it as a property rather than a.
Oh yeah, I do sometimes do that, but then I use a property-based testing framework. I don't use parameterization.
Parameterization is just property-based testing without the expensive
20
install.
seconds into auto revert, just FYI.
Not quite, but no, that's not true. Hang on, don't put that on record.
You asked for edits.
One more point.
Hey, no, that proves it. That's 20 points, yeah?
And another 20 for actually implementing. Well, actually, can you prove it with one more test? Can you add another argument after bright and day? Add nice after bright and day. Just to prove that it doesn't only work with 2 sensors. And
no one's complained about my test
and actually,
naming,
one more edge case. If you don't censor any, does it work?
Oh.
It's an interesting point, Mark. I mean, you could just call it test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, and still tick all the box.
I mean, we're evil, so surely we're evil to the people that come along next. Test blah, test foo.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and then you want it no censoring.
With no censoring.
Oh.
I'm like the stickler Meeseeks. How's your short game?
Nice. Oh, I can just do this, idiot. Sorry, I'll just talk to myself.
Yeah, I think that's interesting that we're now addressing that unhappy path of. I'm calling it an unhappy path. It's an edge case, right, of no sensors, and because I would have hit that early.
Yeah.
Early on.
I mean, this doesn't feel like how it would work.
Oops.
Oh.
I can tell you why that failed. You forgot to change the name of the test.
Oh, damn it.
They're out the cat. That's annoying.
This is where parameterized tests would come in quite handy, because then all you have to do is add another array element.
Yeah, you don't have to give it a descriptive name.
Oh,
Anyway,
sorry.
that's a -1 because you wiped code.
Everyone happy with that this time?
I think
got a dangling comma. It's happy with that, isn't it?
Yeah, probably not. There you go.
I think if I was implementing this for real, I would make the first censor word mandatory, because there's no point in calling it otherwise.
I got a question about that, but let's make this pass first.
Get points.
Oh. Well, because you're calling. I mean, look at your implementation. That's -1 point. What happens if censor isn't set?
No, it's not that. It's word. It's the top one. It's line 2 that needs to die a death.
Thank you. Yeah.
And that's why I was going for the edge case, because I saw that.
Keeping Billy's. Let's make. There you go.
Test Billy.
Hang on, what's happened?
Copy. Paste. Oh, to me, wise. Delete all of these things like that. Save that, and then get rid of that one.
Yeah.
He really is an evil quiz show host. We thought he was being nice. There we go. Right. Are we now happy?
Yeah.
Getting that point back. Yeah.
Surely it should be. He's being XXX.
Can I ask
Very
a question?
nice. Of course.
Can I ask a question? When you say you'd make that the first censor word mandatory, would you do that by checking the contents of the list, or would you have 2 arguments? You'd enforce it in the type signature.
Yeah, give people a clue. They can always use the spread operator if they want, right?
Right. Oh, you ready for your next requirement? Worth 30 points.
How long have we got left?
60 seconds, but it'll take me that long to explain it, so don't worry about it.
No, of the whole thing.
Of the whole thing. Another 20 minutes. Happy with that?
Yeah.
So another solid delivery for blacklisted words for Evil Corp. All of our tests passed and performance looks great. Next, we should be able to match with other competitors in the field. A very popular feature is to replace the whole word, which the blacklisted word is a prefix of. So, for example, if I have prefixed the word friend, or sorry, if I want to censor the word friend, I also want to censor the word friendly. That makes sense? So,
yeah.
Charge complete.
Here in the README.
There's just wondering why anyone would ever want to censor the word friend.
We're evil. We have no friends.
I'll tell you what. I mean, you can change it to evil, and then you also evilly.
Evilly. Why isn't evilly a word? English is dumb.
I'm making it a word. We're Evil Corp. We can make anything a word if we want.
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
Okay.
Yeah, off you go. Anyone need some clarification about that? Does that make sense?
I think so.
I think Tom should drive for this one.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Get some keyboard time.
Yeah, I'm well up for driving because I don't have to think.
I love that. That's such a cool cinematic effect, that like ominous raise up.
I know.
That should be the
Mine's
intro.
much more clunky, where I have to
Tom's
just
intro.
yank my desk up.
Right.
Have you got one of those, like, you have to crank it?
It's even worse. You just literally lift it.
We add in a test.
Points. I didn't.
Yeah.
Right, you're on 52 points.
Woo.
And how many do we have to get speedboat?
I live in a block of flats in Birmingham.
Right.
So what does Tom need to write?
So we need a new test that's going to have. So I suppose at the moment the only requirement is word ends with Lee, like happily, evilly.
Should we start off by just copying and pasting the example?
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion? I will start copying and pasting the example. Where is the example?
In the README.
In the README.
There's this one here. Can I make a suggestion? I'll tell you what. I'll copy and paste it into here, and I will. That didn't work. Where did it go?
Pro tip: don't have your password in your clipboard.
Password that needs changing now. That's not where it was meant to be. Where did it go? So, I have a thought about this, which is rather than writing the test, there might be some refactorings that can be done that get us to the point that we are in a better place to write the test and quickly convert to an implementation. But
okay,
I'm not the boss, so you tell me.
What refactorings are you thinking?
Well, my thought in terms of how you might implement this would be something like you'd split the sentence up into words and then do a contains on, like, go through the words and looking for contains and then substitute that word. So my thought is that you could probably refactor without changing or adding any additional behavior the current implementation towards that.
So you just check equals before you just switch to contains at the end. That feels like a nice way to gain some points quite quickly.
It just feels safer to me, because I think if I write that test, we are broken until we fixed.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. Yeah, I think that's a sensible way to go about it. I think this is what we found in that last video, didn't we? Was that how many seconds?
85, 82 now.
Yeah.
So what?
I mean, we could do something really simple, like split this up and then. Oh no, even that's going to have to take a. Should we let the timer run out?
we could.
You can use the timer to discuss, right?
Yeah.
So 60 more seconds.
So we need to split the string and loop over that. So do we need 2 loops then for this?
Possibly, but I'm gonna have to pause something or somebody else is gonna have to take the thing because I have someone at the door. 1 second.
It would probably be good to.
You lose a point for that. That's just unacceptable.
Would it be
get up and leave in the middle of a game show?
Would it be good to extract the logic, which is the actual word, the bit that senses a single word into a new function? It's probably where I would go.
What, this bit?
Yeah.
Line 5, basically.
Yeah. You take like line 5 and then make it into a new function, and then that literally just does that result bit. And then we can play in there to add in our new implementation.
Time has been reset, by the way.
Okay.
I think you're driving, Tom.
Okay, what am I doing?
Extracting that result replace word into its own function.
This bit?
Yeah.
I do it. Is there an extract in here?
I can do it for you. Oh, no, I can't. There's no refactorings available. Sorry. You have to do it manually.
No worries. We never did put those types in, did we?
No.
Types. Let's just go by gut feel.
No, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and then call sensor word.
At the moment, I'm going to do it on input text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the smallest change.
Interesting.
I think it still needs to be result. So it maintains the censorship.
Yeah.
Happy?
No, line.
This is why I should have syntax highlighting off. That's just too easy.
Yeah. Happy with that?
Go for it.
You just do it in Vim.
I've said highlighting in Vim.
Or Emacs.
Gain one more point. Well done.
So what might make life a bit easier is if we do we want to do like a parallel refactor here?
Can I think there's a different. See, I'm not sure about. Well, no, you know, I'm just going to keep quiet about this because I think there's actually a different function here, but I'm going to shut up. What do you want to do, Billy? You said parallel.
Yeah. So if you make I mean, you could definitely do it as a thing which operates and just replaces either of the words. That would work. But so make a function which is essentially censor word that just splits up the text into individual words. Call that below in the censor, but don't save it to the result, and then keep committing as it goes because it'll still be like have code coverage. And then if the time resets or whatever, it'll still work.
You're going to have to talk me through that because I'm not following.
So copy and paste censor word for a start and give it a slightly different name, like censor word 2, censor word improved.
100 seconds before reset.
And then call, without assigning it to anything, or below line 13, call censor word 2. It's probably still in the loop.
With the same arguments.
Yeah, exactly the same. Just don't save it. Don't sign it. Don't save it. Don't save it. I mean, you could do.
I see what you're doing here, cheeky, but I love it because it's still.
No. Hang on.
That should be fine.
Oh, right. Yeah, true.
It'll work for now, but like. So if you delete the equals result, then you can totally.
Yeah. And we still get the points for testing it again.
I'm lost at where we're going. I'm sitting here driving. I'm doing what you're saying, but I don't know what the strategy is here. But anyway.
So just delete the result, the equals result there. Save it. Run the test again. Yeah, it won't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
One more point.
So chain inside censor word 2. Split this input text by spaces, I guess, or we could do a regex.
I see what you're doing. I think I see what you're doing. So we're doing. So let's call this.
You're basically doing a loop inside here, so there's not like double for loop.
My confusion is censor word. I would have if I called that censor words. Then I would have
okay, that makes sense.
Dot split, is it dot split? I think it's dot split on space.
So. Yeah, you could if you use
for a point.
Oh, sorry, the timer just reset your. Anyway, the auto revert just ran. I forgot to. That's I'll take that. I won't deduct a point for that.
And then you can do the if for contains.
I'm getting some points for
it. You'll get code coverage fail. Oh no. We need mutation testing, not code coverage.
Oh my god, that would be horrible.
I mean,
100% code coverage, 100%
mutation. That would definitely increase the TCR runtime for sure.
Yeah, let's iterate over the input words.
For input word, the names are not annoying me, but whatever.
Yeah, no time for good names.
So for input word and input words, what do you want me to do?
And then if input word contains
Equals,
word.
not contains at the moment.
It might actually be dot starts with.
No, dot word.
No, just equals, surely.
Oh, right, because we're not doing the new functionality yet.
New functionality, we're just doing Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then do what? We need the index, so you'll have to enumerate.
I think this is starting to become quite a big change again.
Yeah.
Is that how you do it? Someone's gonna have
that is how you do it.
Yeah.
I get this wrong. Input words. I don't like this. Rules. What am I doing in here then?
And then what?
X times len word, input word.
Yeah.
Okay, this is too big. And then just return input words. Bearing in mind we're mutating an input parameter here, which is probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not. Dot joint. How is it?
No, it's the stupid way.
No.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Close enough.
Do you have confidence
so.
that this will pass?
I mean, it's not being used yet, so we're fine.
Coverage fail. Oh, awesome.
Ooh.
Oh, right. So we can't do that change.
You can't cheese that. You need a test for it. -1.
And that was quite a lot of wiping, wasn't it?
It was too big. Too big.
Yeah, it was too big.
So what's the
Also,
smaller
you need to
change
think
then?
of a test, don't you?
I think I feel like we've. No, I think that's reasonable what we're doing. I think we've just got to do it in smaller steps.
Could we do it? Instead of doing the whole thing, could we not just check? Hear me out. Could we not just check that the input word, like as we've broken it down, matches, and then just do the same replace on the string? If that makes sense, that like as a smaller change to get us towards where Billy was getting us. If that makes sense. So,
like, look, there's something here that I wasn't confident that we got the things the right way around, like the join.
Yeah.
So if I can just say if input words is split, we can do dot join. Let's test the Python syntax, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So just for that, because we're not returning anything back, I want to make sure that we didn't get a syntax error on that, right?
Okay. Yeah. True.
So we got that.
Okay.
Was that enumeration thing right? So we can say for index, comma, input word in enumerate.
I mean, my feeling is the issue was probably where you were mutating the array. There might have been some funky business.
So if I do like that, input words, and here I can just do pass, right? Like, let's just make sure that it's happy with that.
Yeah.
Are you counting my runs of TCR here?
I am. I'm giving you a point every time. Don't worry. You're on 56 points. You were down to 51 when you left to open the door.
Okay. Input words, index equals input word. Do we want to?
You could just
let's try that
and paste the thing from.
Make sure that.
Yeah.
And then we can do sensor.
Oh, the revert just went, but I think you should be fine because you TCR'd it just in time.
Okay, that's just happy. So input word. So this is where we can do the if, right? So if we say if, Billy.
Yeah, no, to go for it. No.
Input word equals word. Then input words. Index equals x times len. What? Len input
word. Yeah.
PCR.
It's because we left an assignment below there.
Do we need to do like result?
Yeah, okay. I don't think it is. I think it might be the coverage that's kicking in. I don't know.
I'm guessing it's not entering that if block, right? And your coverage is failing on that.
I can just.
You did lose a point for that, by the way.
Sure.
It should have done, because if
we might need to do something so that.
Yeah.
I think that's going to fail again, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got to be. Is it because the word is not being, because it's that we're saying if input word equals word. So I'm guessing it's coverage that's kicking in. Yeah, it says coverage failed down below, right?
Well,
so
we could assign sensor word
test
to
that you can do.
I don't think it's. We can write a test. We could write a test for that function, but
you should.
By the way, we've reached 11 o'clock, which is the original timer I set on this. I mean, we can keep going if you want to, or would you rather stop? And
I would like to understand why that's not working, because the word we should definitely have a word that matches, right? Like if I just put if word equals input word pass, right? Like yeah,
yeah,
that work.
Should do.
It's not. It's going to get coverage failed. So why?
What if you do the same if thing, but assign the result from sensor word to something? Sensor word 2 on line 19.
Sorry, you lost me.
Just so on line 19, the sensor word 2, we don't assign anything to it. I wonder if, like, we need to assign it or something like that. It feels a bit weird, but I'm not quite sure.
Oh, is it? It's this. It's this, isn't it? It's because the result is being replaced. The word doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, that's quite smart code coverage, if that's the case.
Yeah. So it's just that parallel
you
thing.
did lose 2 points for that. I forgot to add, but you gained a point.
Finish it then. Input words index. This is the we're at the mastermind. I'll let you finish, right? Since you started, let you finish.
You're not that far off. I think maybe you're about 2 or 3 commits away, TCR runs away from.
We're done. We're done. There we go. Just got to put result in front of that. In front of that. Fill that. Fill
And
that. And who fucking knows?
So that's the refactor done, but you don't have a test for the next.
Didn't work. No, the test failed anyway. Okay, so there's something wrong with that. Like there's something missing in that logic, but I'm guessing we're
not seeing the output of the test is kind of a pain.
Yeah,
that's the game.
I don't know. I think you should see the output of the test.
Right. Sorry, give me one sec. There's also someone at my door, but I'll give you a point for that because I took one away from you. Just give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Why that's not working? I mean, that should work, right? At this point. But who knows, because we haven't got any output. It's just reset itself. Yeah, if I can't see the output, then I'm not going to be able to know what's wrong.
I think it forces you, like we were making quite big jumps there, no matter what.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
But yeah.
We could print it.
I'm sure he thought of that, hasn't he, though?
Oh, let's try it.
We'll give you the print output.
Yeah, see.
Oh, but you know what it will do?
It's redirected to dev null.
When I run my debugger.
I mean, you can have a snoop on what the TCR command actually does. It's actually pretty like it's not simple.
I was going to have a look at it.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm sure that we've made some stupid trivial mistake in there.
TCR.
Oh no, that should be okay.
We probably should have added some localized tests to that sensor word or something like that.
Do you want to keep going? Do you want to get this last 20 bonus points, or do you want to stop there?
I'm good to stop, I think.
Yeah, if I can't see the output of the test, then I can't be asked.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our show. Thank you for joining. Thank you to our contestants, Mark, Billy, and Tom, for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.